Welcome this morning to the Brighton Lacrosse Club, where we're watching Western Australia take on New Zealand tour. My name's Peter Greenhalgh, and I have Shendell Oliver with me, joining everyone in presenting this game to you. Welcome, Shendell.
Good morning, Pete. Great to be here.
Now, it's a bit of a wet and woolly one this morning, a bit different to what we're used to at this tournament. We've had some beautiful weather, but today just throwing a spanner in the works for production and games.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting and to see how the players react to the different conditions. Maybe the Kiwis will be a bit more used to it than the WA girls because we don't play in much rain over in WA. But I'm assuming they do play in a bit more over in New Zealand, as Nicole Hollins is streaming down the field but met by Nikki Carson. Nicole Hollins, a big player for this tour team. Takes it wide, looking for help at X. Finds it in Banks. And there is a penalty, so Maddie Carroll to take that penalty, move behind the play. Banks started a bit too early, so she's got to wait for Carroll to take that penalty behind her out on that dot out the back. So Banks looks to drive. Got help there. Jackson moves it to Russell. Russell just looking to do some work on this far side. This is a stick that you don't want the ball in too much today if you're a West Australian. Retkowitz, yesterday she dropped a Twizzler, so let's see what she's going to do today. She's going to go. She's taking on Carroll. Slide comes. Shots there. Banks to the backup. Banks again. Looks to drive, met by Edwards. Gives it to Russell. Russell gets past Pine and puts it past Rodwell to open. What do you think, Pete?
Yeah, that's a great start by New Zealand tour. They would be very happy to get that one on the board. Now, this is the third V4 game,
yes,
Shendell. So there's a lot of pride on the line for both of these teams. So New Zealand will be very happy to have come across the ditch to put themselves in a good position here.
Yeah, absolutely. As I set up in the centre, I can see it is raining. I'm just trying to see who the tour player is. If anyone's wondering why we're saying tour, it's because that's the traditional pronunciation of the word. And that is Lee in the centre there for tour. Lee comes up with the ball against Carson. Moved quickly to Piper Russell. Stripped by Carson. Collected again by Lee. It's gone over the line. I think she must have put her foot over the line. She did, and that's what the umpire has called. Ball's been brought back to the restraining line. Rainey will start with the ball. Now, for those playing along at home, we are doing our best to pronounce every player's name correctly. I have got the spelling of the pronunciations of the tour team names, and we'll absolutely do our best to try and make sure that we get those correct for you. But if we make a mistake, we are sorry in advance. We are human.
New Zealand playing a good ride here, getting themselves spread wide, but not being effective. Not Jackson, that's Maddie Carroll bringing the ball down. Finds a player in Walters. She can't quite get control of it, and now it's picked up by Hollins. Hollins finds a long pass down the field. That is to Banks.
Edwards with a little push in the back, and that will see Banks start with possession. Hollins with the ball. Finds Banks inside. No, it's not Banks inside. It's Johnston. Claire Johnston with that shot. Really nice cut. Let's check that out on the replay. So she has the ball high. Just slips inside. Carroll with a late slide. Edwards couldn't get back inside quick enough. Timeout called, I believe, by Western Australia. To stop the momentum, I'm assuming.
So great work by New Zealand on that ride. They did spread wide, but didn't quite have the effect that they were after. Western Australia got it down, but New Zealand just putting that pressure on. And then because they were so wide, I think that allowed them to have people free. Johnston just finding herself in the cage, and the ball I love this style of game where you promote the ball up the field, promote it up the field, and they found that free player in front of goal.
Yeah, and
beautiful.
that was quite a fast transition too. Good. I like a good quick transition goal, but we do have to play lacrosse as well, slow the ball down and actually play some strategy. But I mean, there is also strategy in transition goals, but yeah, it's pretty when they pull it off, and that was a nice one. as the coach. I just want to make mention, Pete, while we've got a moment, the WA girls had shirts made for the CJR Foundation, Cal and Jake Robertson Foundation, to wear today in their warm-up. The motto of their foundation is live bigger, shine brighter, love harder. And they had them to wear, but because of the weather and they were white T-shirts, it just wasn't appropriate to wear them today. So want to give a shout out to Deb and Marty Robinson. I know they came and spoke with the girls before the tournament, and it's still something that plays heavy on our hearts. In memory of the boys, but they were certainly being honoured by the West Australian team today.
No, it's a beautiful touch, and our thoughts go out to the family always.
As we set up again for the draw, Rainey, I think it's Lee back in there again, maybe not. No, it's Scott in the middle there for New Zealand. Ball didn't draw high enough, two quite tall players, so they have to draw the ball up and higher than the tallest player's shoulders, and that didn't happen on that occasion, so it's a reset. That one's certainly high enough. Carson trying to grab it, but picked up by Rainey. Nice little ground ball there for Rainey. Double coming immediately. Talia Edwards didn't grab that one, but there's a push. Lauren Hunter has seen a push on the play, so it's with Rainey back where the pass came from. And moves it quickly across field to Edwards. Edwards can go over because Rainey is waiting, but she's going to give it to Maddie Carroll instead. WA have just gone offside, so they didn't recognise that Carroll couldn't go. Well, Carroll went and they didn't recognise that they needed to keep someone back behind the restraining line, and that's cost them there.
That's one that Tony Watts would call a coach killer.
Yeah, that's a rough one. And, you know, like, it doesn't really matter indeed. You'll just get pulled back because you haven't got possession anyway, but when you've got possession and you turn the ball over, yeah, that's a killer for sure.
So New Zealand will be looking to go down to get their third goal. They are in very good position as the sticks just go swinging there, coming across Scott's face. So she will get the ball back. Just getting her enough room there to play. 4 metres is the distance they need to be. And Scott has just found herself with a little bit of space, but the Western Australia defence holding her up. Johnston just mishandling the ball. Sticks could be a bit wet and slippery after the warm weather and now the wet.
Carson disrupts that one. Speaking of sticks, got a very nice Maryland lacrosse stick that she got. As she's got a check into the body from Rekowitz, but the advantage is the call. Gets it down to Emerson. Emerson been big in attack here for Western Australia this week. Looking to drive, gets past Scott. Looks past, she's about to get past another one. There is a call there. Lind lucky there. There is a penalty. Chikwiri must have been in 3 seconds, I'm assuming, unless there was a free space call, because she's got the penalty and she's serving it.
Oh,
and wide of the goal there.
Did well to get herself free in front of the cage there, but just putting it to the left-hand side. That's WA's first shot.
Yeah, it is. Nice to see the sun coming out, Pete.
Oh, let's hope it stays out.
Yeah, I looked at the weather earlier. It said it was 25% chance of rain at 2 p.m. and I was like, well, why is it bucketing down now?
Yeah.
Anyway, Sophia Berrigetti bringing the ball back into play. Getting some pressure there from Scott.
Oh.
A missed pass to Carson.
Just a little unforced error there from WA. Sees New Zealand tour with the ball.
Yeah.
Starts with Tebek.
Retkowitz now, again, a big, dangerous player. Takes that pressure really well, just runs past. Gets...
Oh, put the afterburners on there.
Yeah, she saw the ball on the ground and went, I'm going to go.
Hit the turbo button.
Not Piper Russell, that's
Tebek.
Tebek with the ball again. Moving it around the top. Scott with possession, looking to drive. Push call, I think.
3 seconds,
Oh, was it 3 seconds
yeah.
on that one? I thought it was a push on Edwards. No, Edwards not serving the penalty, so it's Nikki Carson in 3 seconds. Looks to drive, shoots. Success.
That's a great goal from the free position there by Scott. Just running straight in as soon as that whistle went and placing that ball very well in that bottom corner past the ankles there of Rodwell.
Yeah, you know what I like about that one, Pete? And I'm saying it with my hands, I point in that direction. She didn't fade to the side. So quite often people will take a shot, they'll run in and they'll kind of veer off towards the right-hand goalpost. She didn't. She kept her line. She went straight at the cage and then, yeah, put it just past the foot of the keeper. And well done. I did hear some bells ringing from the New Zealand spectators when that one was scored. So a nice little shot for her.
Nikki Carson coming into the centre draw now, as cannot control the ball, and the ball is with NZ Tour again.
A quick lot of ball movement. Retkowitz with a shot backed up there by Banks.
Still a lot of bounce in that ground, despite the rain we've had, so that will cause havoc with some of the keepers today.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm assuming that the patches around the goals as well are starting to get quite from grass to dirt, so again makes it harder because you don't know how it's going to bounce.
No, that's right.
And Russell with the ball. A lot of offensive time here for the New Zealand Tour team. Penalty there. Chanel Agar, like I've said all week, she's quite short, but she can certainly pack a punch as Lee looks to drive. And the penalty this time on Pine. Decides to go wide. Almost an intercept there by Edwards. Great job to disrupt it. Scott with the ball. Gets it to Russell.
A small but vocal crowd here. We can hear them giving their disapproval to that push.
Yeah, and Mining with the ball, but gets it across to Hollands. Hollands looking to drive. There's a flag on the play.
Oh, great little round arm shot there by Hollands.
She doesn't mind. She heard the flag, but I'm going anyway.
Yeah, I really enjoyed watching that one.
Yeah.
I love the new stick technology that we have with these offset heads in the women's game.
Yep.
There's not a lot that they can't do, and this round arm shot, or even the
I know.
low to high shots, really love seeing that exciting form of lacrosse coming into this women's game.
Yeah, it makes me wish I was this age again, Pete, and I could actually have the opportunity to shoot. I mean, I'll try, but I don't know if I can pull it off. Maybe with my box stick I can, probably not as much as my field stick. I do try though. But yeah, used to be the old Brian Cup, straight over the shoulder.
Yeah.
Or a shovel shot.
That's it.
Or go left. Still over the shoulder. The ball draws high, looks to the stick of Russell. Competition for the ground ball. It's going to go the way of Chanel Agar, Riordan.
Yeah, great to keep herself in the front position there, which puts her in a good spot.
Ball's moved quickly to Carroll, but it's being pulled back. She's got Edwards to her left, wanting to now drive. Oh, intercept there from Mining. Russell with the ball. She's been good for New Zealand. Chased down by Isla Emerson.
Oh, great
Hollands, cut. Beautiful cut.
Ball with Rodwell, the WA keeper. She gets it out wide to her teammate in Carroll.
Carroll to Rainey. Another dangerous player here for WA. Sees something across the field, was trying to hit Walters but didn't. Tried to be backed up by Riordan, but ball has rolled out of play, and it will be brought back in by Gilchrist.
Now Western Australia coming off a three period overtime.
Yeah, they
yesterday.
will be tired, and they've not had a lot of break between those games, so it's just under 24 hours recovery for them. Not sure if that's impacting. New Zealand played this game earlier yesterday, same time yesterday morning. Gilchrist struggling to clear the ball and has had pressure there from Riordan. Riordan also lost it. She got excited, started running, and just wasn't able to keep it in her stick. Gilchrist being told to run. She's got help in Banks in the middle, which she's also seen now. Gets it across the field to Lee.
Oh, good save there by Rodwell. Probably not the right shot for Lee to take, but
sends it long. She was looking for Isla Emerson. I wasn't sure if she was trying to hit Riordan, but great long outlet, and grateful for Emerson to collect that one. She's getting some pressure now, though, from Mitchell.
New Zealand defence has been good all over the field today.
Yeah, they're certainly good on the ride, and that double was starting to come too. Walters, a little into the body. And yeah, Lauren Hunter saw what I saw. Isla Emerson looking to step inside. Not almost trying to draw the free space. Not there. Rainey opening up a lane there for Emerson. Looking to go. Gets 1 through 2. Gets through 2. Got 3 in front of her. I think that was a swipe call. So it's a 4-0 ball game at this point, Pete.
Yeah, WA really need to get one on the board here just to give themselves a little bit of momentum, a bit of encouragement to think that they can do it. We've got
This
Nikki
ball's
Carson
going to
on the
Carson
left.
as well.
Yeah. Good save. That's a great save there from Lloyd.
Oh, but Riordan's backed it up. She saw the crumbs, grabbed it and put it over the shoulder there of Lloyd. So first effort great, second effort not so lucky. That was Addie Riordan with that shot.
Just a great little ground ball there by Riordan. Found a little bit of space, not a lot.
No.
Just enough to get her hands free and get that shot away.
Yeah, I think Addie Riordan's 15. She
Oh, wow.
may still be playing in the under 15s this year. I could
Okay.
be incorrect. And she's either 15 or 16. But she's not that old.
Great to see the future of WA Lacrosse stepping up and getting their first goal of the game.
Yeah, 100%. I'm sure someone will let me know sooner than later how old Addie is. And Chanel Riordan trying to stop that fasty into Beck, but ball's moved down to Banks now. She must have stepped in the crease there because WA's coming up with possession. Probably going to clear through Rodwell if that's where the pass is at this point. And it's a safe pass because it's at the back of goals.
The umpire made like a little chicken wing motion.
Oh, okay.
So not sure.
Could have been a ward.
Bit of a ward, yeah.
Chicken wing, that's a... Oh, and Maddie Carroll
unlucky.
just overshot the mark on that clear.
Almost takes out our effects mic with that one.
Yeah.
Can't find the ball under
Jackson trying to find
our
it
gear.
under our... Yeah. And that's time on the first quarter.
Well, a great first quarter there by New Zealand. They've come out strong, really wanting to go home on a positive note. They've taken out the first quarter 4-1, and but WA just getting one back there right at the end through Riordan. And how did you see the first quarter there, Shendel?
I think WA need to take a bit more care of the ball. You know, they're actually playing some pretty good defence. I think, though, they seem to be rushing it down in attack. That would be my biggest piece of feedback at this point. And the clears, with like Rodwell doing a great job making saves, but then on the clears, she's had a couple of errors either over shooting the pass. So that would be where I'm at. I think overall, New Zealand are playing a great ride. They're certainly moving the ball in the offence. I believe there's some players from the under 20 New Zealand national team playing for this Toa team this week. And for those playing along at home who don't know who Toa are, they're actually, for those who've watched in the past, particularly the under 15s, they're the Waikato side. They're obviously taking a bit more of a traditional look at how they're naming their teams for this tournament. Yeah,
the New Zealand seem to do that very well within their country, where they embrace their Indigenous brothers. And we'll just go through the goal scorers here for New Zealand. We've got Russell with 1, Johnstone with 1, Holland with 1 and Scott with 1. And for WA, as we mentioned, just the 1 goal there by Riordan. So really good start to New Zealand. Really quite even in the centre draw. We've got New Zealand with 3 possessions from the draw and WA with 2. And both goalies making a save each. So as we look to get this second quarter underway, WA have Rainey going straight into the centre draw, and she will be going up against Jessica Lee.
Yep.
Both players will want first possession for this quarter, and Rainey has been quite instrumental for WA in that centre draw position. So she'll be very keen to pick up where she has left off previously. Yeah,
she's had a great week, Corey Rainey. And she's got 2 younger sisters and a younger brother. So I feel she's not going to be the last Rainey to come through this WA state teams.
Ball goes up, gets loose though, no player being able to control it. Eventually falls into Lee's stick. Lee runs down, looks up, has a bit of open space, which is clogged up by the WA defence pretty quickly.
Yeah, we've got Jackson sitting out really wide, which has just drawn the defender, and it was a long
Oh!
slide there.
Holland's just taking that ball on her right hand,
Yeah,
moving back to her left, and another round arm shot.
Yeah, and I was just mentioning that slide there from Edwards, and she was trying to get inside, but her play was so far out. She could have hung back inside a bit more. And Hollands saw the lane and actually went to that space. So well played by Holland, way to read the play, and also great job to Jackson to bring her defender out.
Yeah, and not really that bad defence, just Holland's too good on that occasion.
Yeah, and she's a great lacrosse player. It's certainly someone to watch in the future for New Zealand national teams. And she's got an older sister and a younger sister, so they're not done. All the siblings at lacrosse. And Lee to win that centre possession again, but good block there by Carson. Birighitti being knocked down. Looking for help. She's got it in Corey Rainey. Corey doesn't connect on that one, but grabs the ball off the ground. Gives it to Edwards. Edwards got help in Carroll. She wants to run, and she's got pace. I know Edwards has certainly got pace. Gives it across to Emerson. Great take high in the air by Emerson.
Fantastic pressure all over the field by New Zealand. That's really impressed me so far this game.
Yep, Carson with the ball now. Chikwiri defending her. Finds Rainey in the middle, but doesn't connect on the feed. And Hollands just grabs the ground ball like a vacuum cleaner, and she's gone.
Gets it across to Mainung.
Yep, Jackson's streaming down this side of the field where we are.
Oh, might have come off a WA stick there, but
Edwards got stick to that.
had a free player on the bottom right.
Yeah,
looked
Jackson.
her off, and WA making the most of that, getting that knocked down. Ball coming down the field now, finding Carson's in the middle. Carson's beats her player, has some space, has lanes opening up, finds the player down. That's Riordan Agar.
Yeah, nice knockdown by Tebek though.
So New Zealand doing enough, getting the ball in their stick and drawing an infringement. They'll have the ball now from the top of the arc.
Yeah, Russell to bring that back into play, and she has carried the ball, but I've got Retkowitz just trying to sneak through now. She's been marked by Riordan. You don't want to let her free, but Russell also quite dangerous. Tebek again with the ball, and she's got Jackson to her left side.
Yeah, just forcing it a bit. Both teams not really having a lot of control in their
Dangerous
offence.
pass there by Rodwell back into the top, and gets it to Retkowitz. Retkowitz draws a foul.
Big, strong player, Retkowitz. You'd be pretty scared of a combined tour Ahi team, wouldn't you, Shendell? They've both been very good with some amazing players in both sides.
Yeah, and look, she takes a step down.
Don't you just love to see that from the 15-metre arc free position? Retkowitz has taken 2 steps and pounded that ball into the ground, getting that ball, and it has bounced again up over the shoulder of Rodwell. That is a big, powerful shot from Retkowitz.
Those 2 quick steps to get some power, step down, release. Beautiful textbook outside shot, and she went high to low, so yeah.
Now, with the 11-metre fan coming in, you'd be very scared to see the ball in her stick.
Oh, you'd be terrified as a keeper.
Ball goes up high from the centre draw. That's picked up. Scott's got the ball, runs down, has Jackson to her left, finds
seems to be there a lot.
Yeah, Retkowitz being the option that time, but under a bit of pressure. So now things have slowed up for Tor. Found a player in the middle. That is 26. That's Banks. Banks being infringed. Now she will get an option or a chance from the 15-metre free possession arc. Just setting things up. Has a couple of players to her left. Goes to her right. Picked up there by Russell. Russell down to Retkowitz. There's been a whistle. And girls haven't quite heard it, but the call, what's the call here, Shendell? Have you been able to see something?
No, I don't know what it is, but maybe Edwards got a 3-second call, but she wasn't actually impinging on the play because she's so far away. So it was outside. It is a major foul because she's gone behind.
Russell with a bit of space in the crease. Can't quite get the shot away. Brings it back out. Finds it to Scott. Scott now having a look at her options, gets it back to Russell. Russell has a look inside at a cutter, but it's knocked down by Rainey. Rainey gets the ground ball, finds, looks up and finds Pine. Freya Pine running down the field. White shirts in front of her. Then tries to get it to Walters, but Rekowitz too good there. Just Ayla's unfortunately just heading in the same direction as her opponent, with both players looking away, and just a little infringement there, bit of contact. Rekowitz gets it across to Scott, but Scott can't handle the ball, and it's picked up by Emerson. Yeah. Emerson runs it down to her left-hand side.
She did have Ella's streaming to the middle of the fan there. Now Rainey with the ball looking to go.
Oh, Rainey, she's done what Rekowitz has done. Just found some room at the top of the arc, just inside, probably a couple of metres, and goes the low round arm shot and gets WA's second goal.
Yeah, that was nice. Saw the space. She had a couple of defenders in front of her, but obviously a safe shot because she didn't hit anyone, and there was a lane there for her to send it through. So nice job, Corey.
So the score now 6-2. WA still needing to get a few more goals to close the gap on the New Zealand Tour team. Ball set up.
Hunter calling an illegal procedure by WA. So lead to start. Jackson again out wide now. She's got the ball. She's got Banks at X if she wants to move it down that way, but she's been chased around the back by Pine, so they're going to keep it at the top with Tebek.
Bit of space opening up.
Yeah, look at this.
Bit of miscommunication from the defenders there.
Yeah, and now Lee with the ball. Looks to step around, does a little dodge. Shot and backed up by Banks. I can hear the New Zealand fans talking to Mitchell saying, come on, get into it, get into it. Don't you love that when you're on the field? You're like, yeah, mate, I'm playing.
I'm doing the best I can.
And Hollands again.
Oh, she's got a great shot, great vision at the cage while she's on the move. But all of her shots, she's been in motion. She hasn't been standing still. And a lot of them have been going low with that round arm shot.
Yeah, she's got a lot of speed and she's quite... She looks small. Maybe she's not short. Maybe I just think she's short. But nimble and using it to her advantage.
Yeah, really stepping up is Hollands. She's got 3 goals now, so that's her hat-trick. So Carson's in the middle there against Lee. The centre draw just being set. Whistle goes, ball goes high, falls down to no one's advantage. It's a contested ball, just crosses the restraining line. We've got a withholding call or pre-check from WA, so New Zealand will get another possession.
Yeah, Jackson with the ball over to Lee. The wind's just decided to make an appearance again. Lee bringing the ball across the top of the fan, opens up a lane, but Corey Rainey steps inside. Hollands again, got Edwards hot on her tail. Edwards putting pressure, knows she's low. She gets beat, Hollands gets past her, doesn't shoot. Banks at X, gets it to Mining. Mining looking for someone inside, and Hollands was there. She had a little bit of space, didn't honour it. Banks again. Switch there called by Pine to Carroll. Hollands gets inside.
Dangerous. Oh, she's loving that low shot. Great ball control, though, from Hollands. Yeah, really great to watch. Well backed up there by New Zealand as well. So Jess Lee will bring the ball in. Wants to take a shot herself. No, finds a cutter there in Tebek. Tebek can't quite get a shot off. Picked up again by Maynard. Tebek with the ball in the crease, gets it infringement. So Tebek now with a shot from the top. She has a couple of players to her left. That is Jackson again, open on that bottom right.
And Nicole Hollands Oh, now Nikki Carson is going to her. And Nikki Carson's inside on Collins, so that's fine.
Good defence by WA, just getting in front of the player.
Collins again.
That's Maddie Carroll there, just getting called for a 3-second, I think. No?
No, Maddie Walters. Outside now, back to Beck. To Beck doing a bit of work in this offensive set. There's a flag on the play.
New Zealand pretty happy with this. I think they're 5 goals up. There's no hurry to make any urgent or, unforced errors. So just slowing things down a bit. Beck, not on this occasion. She put the afterburners on from that whistle and runs straight in and scores a goal past Rodwell.
Nicely placed shot, that one. I'm also enjoying, look at those 3 pairs of pink sneakers or runners that are heading off the field. And there's a nice bright pair of orange ones come back on from Claire Johnston there. Creative with their footwear.
Well, when your uniform's black and white, you probably want to get in as in any colour you can.
Yeah, definitely. Carson now in the centre against Scott, so difference in height.
Eight 8-2 the score now. New Zealand just creeping away.
Yeah, WA certainly got some work to do. Ball draws high, knocks out to Maddie Walters. Maddie Walters looking for support. She's got Berigidi to one side, but you can see the defender pushing out to cut off that adjacent pass. Gives it to Rainey instead. Berigidi cuts through.
Very wide WA, so plenty of space in the crease. Carson's cuts.
Berigidi at X. Getting met by defence from Lind. Finds cut. Oh, and a miss pass straight to the defender, Johnson. Nikki Carson got to chase her down now.
Very quick, Nikki Carson, so...
Yeah, she's a sprinter.
Yes, that's right, you said that.
She got a running coach. I see a lot of her footage. As the ball is moved to X, Banks there. Ed was trying to push her out of play. Still there, still putting pressure on the body. So now she's been called for a push. Banks has to switch. Edwards has to get back inside, but Retkowitz gets a feed. Not to be on this occasion. Good save by Rodwell. Over to Edwards now. Edwards want to run past. Retkowitz coming with the pressure. She's got help ahead of her in Carroll, which she's also seen.
Go, see. Pressure on, see.
Carroll, she's got a lane. Is she going to go? No, she's going to give it to Emerson. And Emerson's going to go. But that shot not to be, and a nice save by Lloyd. Quick outlet to Mining. Mining's got numbers ahead of her on this fast break. She's got Banks inside if she wants to give it. She does.
Oh.
Rodwell read it like a book. And that's where the level change in a shot is so important. Pine down to Birighetti. She's got Emerson if she wants to give it. She does. Emerson uses space. What a transition goal from WA.
Yeah, better shot selection there by Emerson. Had a bit more time on this occasion and was right in front of the goals and puts it on the offside of Lloyd. So WA getting one back against the grain, that one. A lot of transition. Ball went up and back a few times.
That's right. The players on the field must be feeling tired after that set because it went up and down, and that really quick transition goal from WA. I mean, they'll be happy with the outcome for sure. As we've got Lee by the looks of it, and I think Rainey's on the other side of her. It's hard to see as the umpire sets up the draw. Hollins and Russell on the circle for New Zealand. Ball's drawn out. Walters gets possession there. Nice ground ball. She's got no one in front of her. She's got Emerson across the field, but decides to shoot. Backed up there. Is it going to be goalkeeper or is it going to be WA? It's going to be WA ball. Cleone Ayers with the ball. Cleone Ayers, sorry. And that's half time.
So half time here at the Brighton Lacrosse Club, and New Zealand Tour have come out firing. They are looking to take home a win before they leave for their trip across the ditch. And they have scored 8 goals to WA's 3, Shendell.
Yeah, Gav Levy and the girls from WA got a bit of work to do. I'm sure the coaches, Natasha Featherington and her team, are happy with how their squad's going so far. A good game of lacrosse. I'm enjoying this. I think for a 3 versus 4 match, it looks all right. I think good for, if these are New Zealand national players, for the WA girls to be getting some experience playing against them. So, yeah, enjoyable overall. The sun's come out here at Brighton, so if you are in the area, pop on down. I think the next game is Vic A versus WA.
So just running through the goal scorers, Reckowitz 1, Russell 1, Johnstone 1, Hollands with 3 great goals, Scott with 1 and Tebek with 1. So a lot of goal scorers there for New Zealand. And 3 goals for WA, Emerson, Riordan and Rainey, all with 1 apiece. This is half-time at the Lacrosse Australia 2025 Under-18 Women's Championships. So we might just take a break ourselves, Shendell, and we'll be back shortly with the second half of this big game between New Zealand Tour and WA. Welcome back to the second half of this game between New Zealand Tour and Western Australia. New Zealand out to an 8-3 lead at half time. And a few choice goals there from Hollands.
Yeah, we were just chatting with the New Zealand fans during the break, and they're giving us a few words, and choice was certainly one that came up. The ball's drawn out to Hollands.
Nice, Nicky.
Yellow card to Rainey here.
Yeah, interesting.
That's a bit of a swipe. Yeah, okay.
Yep, so I've just found out Hollands played in the New Zealand under-20 national team last year along with her older sister. And, Retkowitz too was in that national team, and she just looks to drive. Gets the ball across to Scott. Scott looking for something inside, not there. Tries to give it to Hollands, not a normal move or an unforced error there, but not something that you see often from Hollands as Chanel Agar Riordan looks to go, gives it to Carson. Carson now being met by Hollands. And
New Zealand just working out it's time to double team, where a player up and just forcing that wayward pass.
Yep. Oh, Retkowitz comes in hot, and she's going to get a yellow.
Anything you can do, I can do better,
Yep.
Shendell. So we'll be an even player situation now.
Yeah, just to note for those playing along at home, even though both teams have got a yellow card, they have to keep 3 players behind the restraining line, so not in the attacking third of WA at this point. Oh, as Emerson, misses that one, and a competition for the ground ball. Emerson almost digging a hole there to pick that up. She's got help in the back corner. Really strong defensive pressure there by Lind.
Still pushing out wide, even though they are an even man.
Yeah, so it's a 5-on-5 set. There's no penalty. Isla Emerson looking for a call, but not on. And now there is a penalty drawn. As the ball, sorry, we're just having a bit of a technical discussion here with production manager Scotty Gill, who's always doing a fantastic job. Ella Rose on the field and straight into the play, grabs the ground ball, goes for it again. She is not scared to grab a ground ball, that young Ella Rose, a strong lefty. And Ella comes up with possession. She got Lily McRoberts to her side, but Lily's now gone.
So no goals yet in this second half as Corey Rainey comes on from her yellow card timeout. Riordan Agar, big cut to Ella's on the crease, but
Emerson with a shot, but wasn't able to convert. Chikwiri fighting for the ground ball, and Emerson not giving up. Rolled into Lloyd.
Great save by Lloyd, now having the ball in her stick, waiting for an option. No hurry. Again, there's no hurry here for New Zealand because they're 5 goals up.
Penalty's just been released though. So now they're even.
Gotcha.
And ball's got to clear. I think it's Mitchell with the ball now. Yep, Mitchell. She's the one that they were saying get involved earlier, and she does in a big way. Pine decides to drop a shoulder in a safe way, let's say. It was a penalty, but it wasn't, yellow card worthy. And she's going to chase her down now. Ball moves across the field. Hollands.
Great shot by Hollands across her body. Just sprays it left of the goal. So New Zealand will retain possession. Backed up down on the bottom right-hand corner with Banks. Banks now has Rainey to beat. Doesn't really like that option, so comes around to the bottom left. Still with the ball is Banks at X. Just going left, just going right. Trying to wait. No, just patiently waiting for the right option. Possibly needs some help here, but tries to get around Rainey. Rainey just putting a bit of pressure on, eventually going to Scott.
Yeah,
Scott beats her player, but Rainey there to stop the play.
Ooh. Roberts, I think, with that penalty. Who's got the penalty? Oh, Roberts, yeah.
the big man, Tony Watts, just
Stumbles into commentary.
stumbles in to the
Oh,
10. Great,
pick-off.
great pick-off there by Riordan Ager. But she's chased down with a good check, and now New Zealand back with the ball. That defensive pressure all over the field from New Zealand.
Yeah.
Really the big difference between the two teams here, Shandell.
Yeah, and Mining really wanted that and chased down Agar hard. As there's a cut from Piper Russell. Russell also was a member of the under-20 national New Zealand team last year.
And that's the big difference between the New Zealand teams of last year and this year, Shandell, is that those under-20 players weren't making the trip over to Australia for the under-18 tournament. So this year, completely different to their results from last year.
Yeah, 100%. As New Zealand, Piper Russell lines up. Decides not to shoot that. Going to move the ball to Jackson instead. Jackson now on the left side. She's been working the right side all morning, but she's gone to the left. She's got help if she needs it, but she's got to drive the ball to X. Banks with the ball in the back corner.
Good option.
Finds help there. Johnston looking to go, not on. Little flip pass. Penalty, 3 seconds. Just trying to work who the...
Yeah, it was on Rainey.
Ah. And Banks just moving to the left to make herself available. Ball is going... I thought it was... Oh, it's going to the second hash. I thought it was going out the back, but it's going to the second hash on the fan. So that's when I talk about a hash, it's a mark on the big marked fan attacking area, which we'll see Mining take a shot from the 15. She's got Piper Russell on the corner too if she wants to go left. She does. Maybe she wants to use her as a feeder. Tries to step in, not there. Just bumps it on to Jackson. Jackson's pressure coming from Roberts.
Out of bounds. It's always... I've always questioned how a player can go out of bounds under such pressure, because I don't think they try and run out of bounds. So there's got to be another way that they cross that line.
Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't try to run out of bounds, would you?
No.
Unless, yeah.
Anyway.
I think, it's got to be a push, or you just the defence has done really well to take the space away. As WA looks to transition, she's got Ella Rose on the crease. Ella, a lefty, gets a big push.
So WA with a free possession opportunity here.
Ella Rose got 3 attackers to her left. Wow, a lot of options there. Decides to go, but doesn't pull it off. Go, that's fine, no problem. WA's sorted that one out, and they're moving the ball around their offense. Good crash there by New Zealand on the cutter, which was Chanel Agar. But there's a penalty. It's a major foul because she's been put behind the play, but I'm not sure what the penalty was. As Addie Agar steps inside.
Great little fake to her teammate there, Shandell. Just putting a question mark in the defender's mind.
Yep.
The defender has decided the pass is coming my way, but it doesn't, and that just leaves the lane open for Addison Riordan Ager to step into, and she gets a great shot past the keeper in Kira Lloyd.
Yeah, that is a classic Addie Riordan move. I've seen her do it a lot. She loves that shot. She loves to drive from there. So in the future, players to watch, she's certainly one that will work that back corner.
Now, I think the difficult thing for the WA team here at Shandell, just as I've been taking my stats, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players from New Zealand that have had shots.
Yep.
And are being aggressive at the goal. For WA, I've only got the 3.
Okay.
And so for WA, it's really hard to mark up on 1 or 2 players.
Yep.
They've really got to watch the whole team. And so New Zealand probably feel a bit more comfortable in pushing out on WA when really all week it's been the Rainey Carson link up and the Riordan Agar team as well. Emerson Ehlers have sort of stepped up at times, but really the New Zealand team as a whole probably attacking the goal more than WA at the moment.
Yeah, I think so. And well, obviously with the variety of scores, that's really great to see from a team too. Like, there's obviously going to be the attackers that do a lot of the key work in the offense, but to have so many goal scorers says a lot about the team connecting overall.
Yeah, 100%. Really great to see for New Zealand. And just while we've got a minute, I just want to shout out to Dean Foreman, the coach of the New Zealand Tour team. Done a lot for New Zealand Lacrosse over the years, Dean, including bringing over touring teams at times.
Yeah, I was chatting to him yesterday. I didn't realise so obviously he lived here for a while and was coaching at Woodville. But he told me yesterday, which I had no idea, he played a season at Bayswater under Glenn Morley, who's here coaching the WA men. So, certainly had a lot of connection with Lacrosse Australia over the years. But he's certainly doing a fantastic job with the Waikato club, or Toa as we are calling them today. And he was the one that told me the correct pronunciation as well.
Yeah, great guy, Dean, as New Zealand Tour through Rekowitz, just trying to power her way through there. But Western Australia too strong on that occasion.
Yeah, but also great stick protection there by Rekowitz. That's where the experience comes in. Piper Russell with the ball. Bumps it on to Lee. Roberts coming out at her now. She's not scared though. She continues to look inside, finds...
Carson might find herself.
Yeah,
no.
There was 4 defenders around Russell then. Russell did well to handle the pressure. She was right on the doorstep too. She could have got her hands free, just would have been a little pop past the keeper. And more defensive pressure on the crash from WA. And there is a penalty again, so she'll line up from the 15 once more. Chanel Riordan taking that penalty. A crash again. I thought it was going to be a hold. Yes, it was. Just giving her so many options to go, to go. And now she's smiling. I think she realises too. It was a minor foul because it was a hold, which is why Riordan's at the side. And Carson can stand in front of her. Rekowitz again. Looks to go. She's got Rainey in front of her, thinking twice about that one. Rainey meets her at the other side of play, looking to drive. Double comes in Lily Roberts, and nice ground ball there by Rainey.
Great double team there by WA to strip New Zealand of the ball.
Yes,
and they,
especially a player like Rekowitz.
Piper Russell just giving Corey Rainey a little bit of trouble there. But
love tap. Oh, doorstep.
Oh, no. Riordan Ager just needed to step around, had plenty of time and open that up. But not to worry, we've got Ayla's backing that shot up, and WA will retain possession. Ayla's now coming around on the right. Got Chikwiri defending her. Great work by Chikwiri just to stay with Ayla's.
She looks confident carrying the ball though. She's like, no problem, you can defend me, but I'm going to take the pressure. They've got cutters in the middle and Chanel Riordan. Nikki Toss.
One of Tony's faves.
Yeah, he's what he loves and is happy to say farewell to in this women's lacrosse.
This probably will be the last tournament that we see this for some time anyway.
Yeah.
Changing to an alternate position style.
Yeah, interesting to see how this is going to go. Nicely picked out of the air by Emerson. Emerson looking for space. She's got Rainey trying to cut inside. Rainey being defended well though. Carson with the ball at X. Riordan at X as well, trying to not pick, she's just trying to switch with her. Ella's wide with Chikwiri. Gonna drive. Pick there by Rainey to open up space and move the defender away, but there was a good switch there on that pick from New Zealand. Rainey wanting to drive. Keeps it in her right hand, dodging around. She's stuck in the zone, gets through. Shot, saved by Lloyd. Rainey did well to get out of that double team.
One thing we don't want to see, though, from WA is for players to try and do too much. Often when they're in this position, some players can get, I'm going to use this word, but I don't like it. Some players can get a little bit greedy or selfish, thinking that they're going to get their team out of trouble. And we don't want to see WA fall into that trap.
Isla Emerson being pushed wide, she's trying to roll back inside. Being defended well there by Tebek. She's got inside on her left. She's got Adegar cutting. Changes to her left shot low, save by Lloyd.
So Lloyd really stepping up now to get 3 saves for this quarter so far.
Yeah, Russell with the ball now to clear for New Zealand. Moves it on. Scott now being met by Carson. Still with her. McRoberts gets past McRoberts, got Agar in front of her. And just takes it to the top of the fan to set up for New Zealand. And she's got Retkowitz just nodding at her saying, give me the ball. And now they've cleared space for her and she gets inside past Carroll, wants to shoot, fades away. No lane for her, so she little dump passes to Piper Russell. Got to cut her across.
Great little play there by New Zealand. All the work being done by Retkowitz there has the defence really focusing on her, but there was a cut there from, I think that was Sienna Maining.
Yeah, that was Mining as well. What I noticed was that they had the ball in the back corner, the defence were looking that way, and then it was enabled that cut to come from across the other side of the fan and use that lane really well.
Really good way to turn the goalie. So she turns around and just sees a player already on top with the ball.
Yeah.
Very hard to save a shot from that position.
Yeah, absolutely. But
So-
yeah, I agree. Retkowitz a big player in that offensive set, just engaging the defence. The ball is drawn by Scott to carry into New Zealand's offence. Holland's also floating around down there. She's been quiet this quarter, that's okay. 1:30 to go in play. 9-4 the score.
Just one goal apiece this quarter.
Yeah, right.
New Zealand getting an opportunity from the free position mark. They've been really good from the free position. Had plenty of opportunities from there and scored a few goals as well.
Yep, WA
Here's
defensive setup not bad. Good crash. Hollands again. Jackson, no angle.
As a coach, it's one of the frustrating things that I see players not putting the stick in their opposite hand, and that was probably a perfect occasion for it.
Good ball movement across the field there by WA. Maddie Carroll carrying it down, making sure she's got players to go over. She has got 3 defenders behind the line. She got caught
good
earlier.
step.
Off
Another
the
big
pipe.
save.
Johnston trying to clear that ball, was it? I think. Maybe it was Scott.
The clock on the field, I'm pretty sure. So around about 30 seconds to go. New Zealand will want to get a fast one here if they can get one extra goal. And there's plenty of players in the crease, but the pass just a little ambitious. Rodwell steps up and gets that ball. WA now with an opportunity to come down and score, but they have been mishandling the ball too. And that is the whistle for three-quarter time here at the Brighton Lacrosse Club. We've seen a very close quarter, 1 goal apiece, but the game very much in New Zealand Tour's favour, being 9-4. A 5-goal difference between the two teams, and the sun just breaking out. It started a bit wet, wild and woolly here this morning at the Brighton Lacrosse Club. But yeah, New Zealand, I think Shandell, you mentioned that New Zealand might have found the conditions more favourable than what they've had for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, look, WA have been training in 40 degrees.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that they're used to the heat. They're just probably not used to the cold. I'm freezing.
Yes.
I mean, we're all cold, but it's still, we're still getting 34-degree temperatures last week over in Perth. I mean, it was here though as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very warm on Wednesday, Thursday, and even Friday, quite sticky, warm and muggy. But yeah, New Zealand Tour have been very impressive, as have their colleagues from across the ditch, the New Zealand Ahi team. They'll be playing a bit later on today for the Division 2 title. So very exciting from New Zealand Lacrosse.
And that's against Vic A, isn't it?
It is against Vic A. Now, Vic A and SAA...
tell me about that yesterday. I didn't get to see that game.
I was watching that game very closely, and Vic A just came out very, very hungry. They came out and got a massive lead, 5 or 6 goals to 0.
Yeah, I was watching the scoreboard from here when I was calling the game yesterday.
And that was a position that SAA hadn't been in against Vic A. They'd beaten Vic A their previous 2 occasions.
Okay.
And SAA just didn't go away, though. They never gave up and were chipping away. and got to within 1 goal, and that's where the game ended.
Oh, wow.
So a very exciting game yesterday, but Vic A just hungry for that win.
I bet you Vic A were happy when that whistle went if SAA were coming.
Yeah, they were extremely happy, jumping around and very happy that they get to have another game. But SAA now find themselves with a day off, and they get to watch all these excellent games that we get to watch.
Yeah, for sure. And you know what? Great to have the SAA team here to support the SA girls in their big final, and also the Vic girls too.
Absolutely. As WA get the first possession from centre draw in this final quarter of the tournament for both of these teams.
Emerson presents high in the fan, gets it down to Ellis. Ellis with a bit of a fumble, but picks up the ground ball. There's a push on the play from Mitchell. Ball moves around to Riordan. This is where Riordan does some great work. Got Emerson in the middle, didn't see her, and probably marked by Mitchell too well. Corey Rainey cutting through, try to give it to Corey Rainey, but gave it to Hollands instead.
A choice interception from Hollands.
Choice. We're just trying to get the NZ lingo in for those playing along at home. We've got Maddie Carroll in the D waiting along with Corey Rainey and Carson. Russell looking to drive. She's got a double there. There's definitely a support player there. Mining with the ball now. Hollands with the ball and a shot.
Yeah, great vision from Mining. Just running with her eyes up, and Hollands getting that feed from Mining with a choice goal.
Yeah, look, a proud dad moment. I was talking to Mark Hollands earlier, and he just yelled at me, "That's a choice goal." We are saying choice, but proud dad moment for Mark and his other two girls who are here watching too. So Nicole Hollands having a really good game. Was a bit quiet in the third, but decided to redeem herself and show up a bit more in this fourth.
We're speaking to him at half time, and he did say she had a couple more goals in her as the centre draw comes up and goes the way of Western Australia.
Yeah, there's some very, very proud dads here, including you, Pete.
Yes. Well, how could you not be when your children are out here playing amazing lacrosse for their for the colours that they have on?
Yeah. As Nikki Carson gets that ground ball from the centre, moves it to Maddie Carroll. Maddie Carroll, that was a huge lane, but she just decided not to go. If I was Maddie, I would have had a crack. Chanel Agar Riordan looking to drive, but being met by Piper Russell. Piper Russell playing very low D on her. There's a penalty.
Just going down to that bottom right penalty spot.
Yep.
Piper Russell just waiting for Riordan Agar to bring that ball in. Big cut there from Emerson, and Emerson is found. She gets the ball with a great feed and puts that one past Lloyd. Lloyd being big in that third quarter, but can't quite stop that one. A great goal from that free possession spot.
And Emerson got really free, obviously saw the back of the ponytail and decided to cut and came off for her. So a little bit of IQ there by Isla Emerson.
So WA pegged one back here, and the score now still a 5-goal game, 10-5 in the way of New Zealand Tour, but WA really want to, they won't go away. They'll be working hard, and it'll all start with Rainey here in this centre draw going up against her opponent, Scott. Just getting set, whistle goes, ball goes up high, and Piper Russell takes a leaping jump at that ball and comes down with it. Getting chased by yellow shirts all around the place, getting pushed hard, but can turn and find
Ball trying to be moved out of the defence through Chikwiri now. She's got some space. Still really at the halfway line, just gets it forward a little bit now. And Rekowitz with the ball. She's got a cutter through the middle, but marked tightly by Roberts. Just taking some time, I think, out of the clock a little bit, slowing it down, getting everyone a touch, cutter through the middle. Reckowitz wants to go, sees a lane, double came from Maddie Carroll. Ball's gone high, but she's picked up the ground ball.
That's great work by Reckowitz. Finds Piper Russell with a loopy feed and...
But it was good.
Yeah,
Like,
Russell good enough to take it under pressure, but can't beat the goalkeeper in Rodwell. So Rodwell with another save.
Yep.
Brings her tally to, I've got her down for 4 saves for the game. The shooting been very good. Scott turns in, finds a shooting space infringement.
There was about 20, not there's 20 players on the field from WA, but there was a lot of black and yellow in on that crash, which is good defensive play. Looks to drive, takes a shot, save high by Russell. Got to grab the ground ball, WA, to keep it safe for Rodwell. Rodwell grabs it herself. Got Rainey sitting high, but she's now matched up with by Piper Russell. Oh no, ball's been brought to top of the fan, a penalty for Pine. So Pine to start with play. Pine going to carry. Runs over. WA has numbers.
Wow, Rainey has just been left free in the middle of that advantage flag area, and she takes 2 steps and powers that one past the goalkeeper in Lloyd. That was a very, very pretty goal. And on transition as well. So just, I can't remember which player was that.
Pine was the
Pine.
clear.
Pine running down and just drawing that player, which was standing on Rainey, which left Rainey free. A beautiful drive, draw, dump, and Rainey putting that one past with a big shot.
Yeah, those two play together at the Phoenix Lacrosse Club. So their connection on the field is very strong. And that's a great example of that. This ball is drawn now, high enough. Who's going to grab the ground ball? Maddie Walters. Comes up with that, met with pressure from Hollins. Gives it to Riordan. Riordan with a fumble, but grabs the ground ball. Mitchell defending her. Rainey with a nice pick to open up space, which she does.
And WA are coming back strong. Addison, Riordan, Agar using that pick set by Rainey, giving her enough space to run straight into the crease, and another goal to WA.
Yeah, that looked really nice, that pick to open up the lane. Something we've seen a little bit of from WA this week.
Looks like a timeout call here. I would think that would be from the New Zealand team.
WA's
just
getting
to
some momentum.
slow things down for the WA team. They have got 2 on the trot now and have, as you said, all the momentum. So New Zealand just wanting to slow that down, just getting their heads back in the game. They don't want to be taking their foot off the pedal, because WA will come back strong and hard, as they have done for the last couple of goals. 10-7 the game.
Yeah, it's interesting. We've still certainly got a game on our hands. The game behind us has already started. Vic A against WA, and right now Vic A are leading 3-0.
Vic A would be very happy with that.
They sure would.
At the moment, they've had a tough tournament getting their only win against New Zealand. So to be 3 goals up against a fully fledged state team, they would be very happy with that.
Absolutely.
Still 8 minutes to go in this game, a bit over 8 minutes, and only 3 goals the margin now. So WA will be looking to come out strong. I imagine Rainey will come out to the centre draw. She's done well this quarter with all the possession going to WA from the centre draw. So.
Yeah, and this possession is really important if WA want to stay in the game. Oop. Sorry, I just knocked the table and then said, oop, on air.
Yeah, as expected, Rainey has come out to the centre draw position. She'll go up against Jess Lee from New Zealand. And this could be a crucial centre draw for both teams here. New Zealand will want to get at least 1 back, and WA will also want possession. So this will be a very big, crucial centre draw. Ball goes up. New
Hollins.
Zealand get the ball.
And she's got to Reckowitz, steps down, plants the foot, and throws a beautiful goal behind Rodwell. That is how you play lacrosse off the centre draw. Move it fast. If you want a fast break and you're trying to... And you know what, a fantastic timeout then if that was called by New Zealand, because they've reset, they've changed the momentum of the game in that 10 seconds of play.
Yeah, textbook fast break, that one. Just the ball coming straight from the centre, forcing the defenders to make a decision, but Reckowitz probably not the one you want to be sliding from when she's heading towards the crease.
Certainly not.
So a big goal by Reckowitz sees them stretch the lead out to 4 again. And if the last centre draw was crucial, this one has just become even more crucial,
100%.
particularly for WA. Ooh, Rainey went just as the whistle was going there, but the contested possession sees Carson with the ball. Carson getting that ball. No, I almost called it early, but she did pass it to the left. Under pressure was Ella Rose, and now New Zealand with the ball. Megan Mitchell coasting up the field, getting pressure from Ehlers and Emerson, getting it to Chickwiri. Chickwiri finds Reckowitz.
Yeah,
Reckowitz now will look to go. Oh, she's got one in the back of the head there, and yeah, they will stop the game here for that one. That will be a yellow card on Ella Rose. No, that's Ehlers.
They both got her, I think, but Ella Rose sneaky enough to get, she's got away with it. Ayla's not so much.
Yeah, so
I hope that Reckowitz is okay. She did just cop one.
yeah, she looks strong. She's okay. But Hollands has been found in that low shot that she's done many times today already. That is a handful of goals for Hollands. Just found on the crease there, and that round arm shot with the bounce has worked magic for Hollands today.
Her little sister is watching on, and I hope she's learning from her sister Nicole.
I've got Hollands for 5 shots, 5 goals, Chantel. So she's been great today. I've also got her down for 2 assists. So she's choosing a game to play well in.
Yeah, right. Are you going to call it early?
Am I allowed?
Yeah, because I'm gonna take Reckowitz.
Okay.
Although Lloyd has been pretty good too, as Piper Russell. And the ball is moving to the back corner. Jackson with the ball now. She's got help behind crease. She's got Banks back there, and she's also got Beck back there, but they're going to move it across the crease.
Oh,
that was in, wasn't it? No?
Oh, it looked from this angle like it had gone in, but no such luck.
Yeah, and similar play to earlier down the other end of the field they did there, where they had the back corner fed from the left across to the top right side. Ball moves quickly down the field for WA. Carson with the ball. She's got Chanel Agar in the middle if she wants to use her. Decides to bounce past, doesn't hit the stick clean. Ella Rose in the back corner. If she wants help on the left side, Ella Rose is a lefty. Gonna drive X. She's got 2 cutters, shoots high.
Good save by Lloyd.
Yeah, Lloyd was good there. And New Zealand look to clear, and does so through Piper Russell. Looking to drive, not on. Pulls it out to Jackson. Cross crease. Oh, nice. Banks. That same move they tried to run in the last offensive set that came off that time. Jackson with some really good vision there. Sees, I'm just trying to think who that was. I was so excited. It was Banks. Banks just sneaks in, gets open and puts it high to low past Rodwell.
So New Zealand stretch it back to 5. 2 goals apiece in this quarter. 2 or 3, I can't remember. I'm too excited. This game has been really good. 5 goals probably doesn't do this game justice. It should be a lot closer than that, but New Zealand been very good.
Rainey again with the ball, and Lee's gone down. She's not got up yet. She's slow to get up. And she's going straight to the bench.
Well, she's running or jogging, limping.
Yeah.
So that's a good sign, but yeah, you never like to see a player go down like that.
No, 100% not. And she's dropped, I don't know if it's a mouth guard or something, but Lauren Hunter's picked that up. And I think Tibet came on then.
Yes.
For her. Wind picks up again. Rainey looks for Emerson, but picked out of the air there by Mitchell. Now another infringement, not sure what that is. Mitchell to keep the possession. WA streaming down the field defensively. She's got a cross-field pass there in Lind. Sends it back to that side of the field. Gilchrist now looking to drive, takes it down the far side. I think there was a push call.
Yeah, one across the body. Tracy Philippa signalled.
And play on. Mining with the ball. Good pressure there from Pine. Maddie Carroll trying to intercept with, she obviously knows she's got to play hard here on Retkowitz. As she does a commander army roll and gets possession. Worked out well for her. Gets it across to Edwards. Ball goes down. Ball to be won. Picked up.
Great ride by New Zealand there. New Zealand to get possession of that ball again. Johnston with the ball. Finds a cutter
Inside.
in Maining, but the pass just going a little high. Hollands running, making a big effort. I think everyone thought that was going out, but not Hollands.
Gets the ground ball. She's going to come around on her right, and I think she's going to try a shovel. No round arm, because she wasn't coming from the top. Rodwell with the ball, gives it to Carson. Carson to clear to Rainey. Ball bounces in front of the top of the fan, but that's okay. Rainey grabs it, gives it to Carroll. Maddie Carroll looking to create a fast break situation. Does with Walters. Now it's turned into a slow break. Ella Rose gives it to Walters.
Rainey's got no one on her at the moment. Oh, now she does.
Ball taken off Rose. Mitchell again. Mitchell doing a lot of great clearing in this period of play.
2.5 minutes to go here at the Brighton Lacrosse Club as New Zealand streak down. Retkowitz, a couple of uncharacteristic, unforced errors, but still has possession of the ball. Beats her player, rolls inside, beats one, beats two.
Tries to twizzle again.
Twizzle. Sizzler, Twizzler.
That was a Twizzler. Yesterday it was a Sizzler. No, she didn't do a Sizzler yesterday. Someone else did a Sizzler. Corey Rainey maybe. But I love to see that fancy sticks stuff in this championship.
So Retkowitz, last time she took a free possession shot, she had 2 steps and powered the ball past the keeper. Can she do it again? No, she's looked over across to Johnston. Johnston has shot low, but a great save by Rodwell.
And ball's rolled out of play. There was no control, so I'm assuming that's going to stick. Oh no, Carson's going to bring that back in. Jackson not lucky on this occasion. Ball's going to clear through Rodwell. Maddie Walters had a bit of space, but Nicole Hollands now steps in. Freya Pine loves a run down the field. Into the body. Talia Edwards with the ball now. She's got Maddie Carroll across the field. Banks being stopped there.
Oh, yeah.
There's a yellow card on that one.
Yeah, New Zealand just putting a little bit too much pressure on some of those checks, and Sienna Maining going to take a yellow card for that one.
Yeah, and last minute of play sees WA go man up. This could be handy. Talia Edwards trying to get round doubles coming. Nicole Hollands there putting pressure on the ball. She's got it over the line now. Gives it to Isla Emerson. Isla looks to drive. She's got 2 defenders, which is left Rainey free.
Oh, Rainey has just stepped in and slotted it on the offside of the goalie in Lloyd. But that was great vision there by Emerson. Knew that she had 2 players on her, and Rainey just calling out for the ball. Getting a lot of space to be able to just wind up that shot, and great position slotting it on that left hip of Lloyd.
Yeah,
great
I did say that penalty would be handy for WA, and they proved me right on this occasion. Thanks, girls. And there's a conversation happening. Oh, a piece of equipment being handed off to the bench there. Held play for momentarily for the umpires to reset.
So 13-8, still 5 goals in it. New Zealand will take this one home. The margin is unclear whether it will be the 5 Will it be 4? Will it be 6? Who knows?
26 seconds left to play. Rainey trying to grab that ball out of the air, but I think Hollands is going to come up with it. She does. And they're going to push the ball for one last shot.
Russell just putting it out to space, picked up there by Banks. The whistle's gone. There is Piper Russell. You'd be happy to have the ball in her stick.
Yep, you would. And then you've got Banks down in the corner, and you've also got Scott outside as well. Defensive pressure coming there from Pine, and the double is on because they do have the penalty on still. Oh, wow. But then it doesn't worry them. Annalise Banks with a shot to basically close out the game. And there it is.
There
Time.
It is. Hey, full time here at the Brighton Lacrosse Club sees New Zealand Toa beat Western Australia 14
To 8, yes.
to 8. So a 6-goal win to New Zealand. Great work by them. Great work by WA. They've had a fantastic tournament. Maybe the 3 periods of overtime they had yesterday took it out of them, but no worries to New Zealand Toa. They have taken this win as they all run towards their bench, and they've said well done to their keeper. Now they're saying well done to their coaches and their staff over there. So they will finish 3rd in this tournament, and they are very happy about that, as they should be, Shendell.
Yeah, nice moment for them. Winning away is always a challenge, and they were really far away. You know, they're in a different country. So congratulations to New Zealand Toa. Commiserations to WA. They've had a great tournament. They played 3 overtimes yesterday. So a lot of talent here out on this field, and the future is looking very bright for all the athletes that we are seeing compete today.
Well done to Western Australia. They're together as a group saying, you know what, girls, we gave it our best shot. Well done to our younger players. Well done to our senior players. We are one team still. We're a great bunch of mates. We'll remember this for the rest of our lives. And you know what? We got beaten by a better team on the day.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think a lot of those girls are going up. They won't age out of this program.
Yeah, right.
There's a couple, maybe Talia Edwards, Sophia Birighitti.
Okay.
But I think quite a lot of them. I think Corey Rainey's still got a year left, for sure,
Yep.
which is dangerous for WA.
Yeah.
And yeah, I know that there's quite a few. I mean, like I said, Addie Riordan, I think, is still only 14 or 15.
Yeah, well,
So long career ahead.
Yeah, really exciting for WA then to be pushing as hard as they have with such a young team. Just while we're speaking about WA, we've mentioned our New Zealand MVP predictions. What have you got for WA?
I think Freya Pine was good in the defence. I think Corey Rainey was good, and I think Nikki Carson was good. I think they've all actually had an MVP this week, which makes it challenging. Maybe Maddie Carroll. She did a lot of work in the defence.
Carol?
I can't pick one, so I'll go 1 of 4. Can I have 4?
Well, so long as I can have Corey Rainey, I think she stepped up and did a power of work.
Well, I said her name, but yeah, all right, let's...
You did, but you can't have 4.
You can. And they're still just having a chat with their coach, Gavin. New Zealand ready for the presentation. We can see Pete Unwin in the middle there from Lacrosse Australia. He's done heaps of work this week, keeping this tournament running. And also to the Brighton volunteers, they've been amazing. I know...
The bomb squad.
Yeah, they are doing a great job.
They are.
It's been a fantastic tournament here at Brighton. I've really enjoyed my time.
And I know the ground staff here have done a lot of work. Some patches of this main field here being relayed in the last few months, and they've done a power of work to make sure that they put on a very safe environment for our players. So well done to the Brighton Bomb Squad.
Okay, we've got the camera back for the MVPs. They're just getting a bit closer in this final lineup for their tournament. Pete Unwin, I think Gav Levy is going to go first on the MVP. So I think for me it's Hollands or Lloyd. But I can't remember who I picked. Did you pick Lloyd? Did you pick Hollands?
No, I picked for New Zealand. I picked number 11 Holland.
Oh, Holland,
yes, I did.
Okay. I'm going to go Piper Russell.
Oh, Piper Russell.
Yep.
Okay. I thought you had Reckowitz.
Cool. And also shout out to our cameraman, Callum, who's up there in the wind covering this game so we can bring it to you. He's from WA, so, you know, making sure you're all staying involved at home. Good on you, Callum. And Thanks to our production team, Blake, Ethan, and of course Scotty Gill, as Gav Levy calls the MVP for New Zealand, and it is gonna be...
Oh, no.
We wait. I feel like, you know, when they announce Australian Idol and the winner is with a long pause. For tension.
We just need the dramatic music, Blake. Can you
Yeah.
sort something out?
Yeah, I'd love to have sound effects. Now he jumps on production to try and find us some. It was a roughie to Beck.
To Beck.
Yep.
All right.
She was good. She was good. She did stand up in the right moment, so I agree.
Got a 1 goal to her.
Zoe to Beck, yep. And now head coach Featherington talking about the WA girls. Need that Australian Idol music again. Hold for drama. And it is Corey Rainey.
Corey Rainey, well, can you halve it?
Yeah.
So, great game here. Just quickly going through the goal scorers. We had Retkowitz 2 and 1, Russell with 1, Johnstone with 1, Hollands with 5 and 2, Scott with 1, Tebek with 1, Banks with 2, and Mining with 1 and 1. A lot of goal scorers there. And for WA, Emerson 2 and 1 assist, Riordan, that's number 11. That is
Addie
Riordan, 3 goals. And Corey Rainey, 3 goals as well. That's the end of the game here. New Zealand Tour versus WA. New Zealand coming out winners to take out 3rd position in this tournament, 14-8. My name's Peter Greenhalgh. I've had the pleasure of calling this game with Shendell Oliver.
Woo.
And thank you to Callan, as she said. And we will come back to you shortly with the next game on Field 1, which I believe is the Pool B.
Yes, which will be Vic.
Vic A versus New Zealand A.
Yes, correct.
All right, so that's us for now. And we will see you shortly with the next game. Thanks for having us and tuning in on the Australian Lacrosse Network.